Hello and welcome to Cultural Apologists React for today, October 4th, 2024. This is an AI-generated podcast based directly on the writings of the Christian cultural apologists discussed. But like all AI, it can make mistakes. In the news today, the UK has agreed to return the Chagos Islands to Mauritius, ending years of dispute over Britain's last African colony. The agreement allows for the right of return for Chagosians who were expelled from their homes in the 1960s and 1970s. However, the key island of Diego Garcia will remain under UK control due to a joint UK-US military base. Some Chagosians have welcomed the announcement, while others are unhappy that sovereignty has been handed to Mauritius without their involvement in negotiations. The agreement is subject to a treaty that will be drafted with input from all parties. Commentary: The Devil's in the Details, a cautionary tale of moral accountability and national interests. In the intricate tapestry of international relations, it is often the smallest threads that prove most illuminating. The recent news story about the UK's decision to return the Chagos Islands to Mauritius serves as a poignant reminder of the complex interplay between moral accountability and national interests. As we navigate this thorny issue, the wisdom of C.S. Lewis proves an invaluable guide. The gradual slope of compromise can often lead us down a treacherous path, one that is deceptively gentle but precipitously steep in its consequences. In the Screwtape Letters, Lewis perceptively observes that the safest road to hell is precisely this kind of incremental erosion of our moral bearings. As we consider the Chagos Islands Agreement, it is essential to recognize how such compromises can insidiously undermine our commitment to justice and righteousness. The agreement itself appears to be a laudable step towards rectifying past wrongs, allowing for the return of Chagosians who were forcibly expelled from their homes in the 1960s and 1970s. However, the fact that Diego Garcia will remain under UK control due to a joint military base raises uncomfortable questions about the true nature of national interests. Are we merely paying lip service to the concept of self-determination while still clinging to our imperial prerogatives? Lewis's insight in Mere Christianity that you don't have a soul, you are a soul, reminds us that our very humanity is at stake when we prioritize pragmatism over principle. Moreover, the fact that some Chagosians have welcomed the announcement while others remain unhappy about their lack of involvement in negotiations serves as a stark illustration of the dangers of well-intentioned paternalism. This phenomenon represents a microcosm of the broader issues at play, highlighting the need for genuine self-determination and the pitfalls of imposing our will on others. As Lewis notes in God in the Dock, of all tyrannies, a tyranny sincerely exercised for the good of its victims may be the most oppressive. In our zeal to do what we perceive as right, we often forget that true morality cannot be imposed from above, but must instead arise from the free and informed choices of individuals. The upcoming treaty, which will be drafted with input from all parties, presents a unique opportunity for us to re-examine our priorities and reaffirm our commitment to justice. As Lewis so eloquently puts it in the Screwtape Letters, we are what we love. Will we continue to prioritize our national interests over the well-being of those whose lives have been irreparably altered by our actions? Or will we choose a different path, one that recognizes the inherent worth and dignity of every individual? As we navigate this complex web of competing interests, it is essential to remember that true morality cannot be reduced to mere self-interest or pragmatism. Rather, it demands a deeper consideration of justice and righteousness, one that requires us to confront our own complicity in perpetuating systems of oppression, a symptom of a deeper disease that threatens the very fabric of our humanity. The Chagos Islands Agreement serves as a cautionary tale about the dangers of incremental compromise and the importance of moral accountability in international relations. Ultimately, the devil is indeed in the details. The subtle nuances of language, the quiet assumptions that underlie our actions, and the unspoken biases that shape our decisions. As we move forward, it is crucial that we approach this issue with a critical eye, recognizing both the complexities of national interests and the imperative of moral accountability. Only by doing so can we hope to create a more just and equitable world, one that honors the inherent dignity and worth of every individual. Thank you for listening to today's episode of Cultural Apologists React. Be sure to come back tomorrow for a new take on the day's news from the standpoint of Christian cultural apologists.